And they tell me, Mike, you got to make better decisions. You got to make better choices. You got to make this. You got to make that. You got to do this. You got to do that, right? Frank, I didn't know what they were talking about. I had no idea. But all I knew was I was angry. And I wasn't angry at anyone else but myself. Anybody else relate to that? How many times have you done something that you got so angry, but you weren't angry with anybody but yourself? How many of you can honestly say that you've taken full responsibility for any bad decision you've ever made in your life? I can. See, the reason I tell you about my faults is because I'm not up here on this pedestal. You understand what I'm saying? I'm still right here with y'all. I may be at the head of the class, but that don't mean that you can't be. In anything you choose to do, anything you choose to do in life, when you strive to do the right thing is going to happen. Do you know that? Do you believe that? How many of y'all don't believe that? For real. I'm going to tell you right now, there's times I don't. Does anybody understand that? See, what happens is this. How many of y'all are recovering addicts in here? For real, come on. I am. Anybody else? Anybody else got high and just had to stop because the PO sent them? Anybody? All right, cool. So a lot of people still in that river called denial. It's not in Egypt. Right? So what I want to say to you is, when I got clean, they told me this time around. They said, you got to change one thing. And I told you this before, right? And I heard it again this time, G. Like, I heard it again. And he said to me, you got to change one thing, Mike. You got to change everything. That didn't mean I had to change, my living situation, this or that, because the good things in life didn't have to change. What had to change was what was inside of me. That conflict, that fire, that beast, that animal, that gorilla, whatever you want to call it, will kill me and will kill you. And it doesn't have to be a physical death. Society has other deaths for you. Has other deaths for me. I'll speak for me. Unemployment, homelessness, addiction, right? Loss, fear, anxiety. Do you guys know what most conflict comes out of? Anybody ever heard about fighting or flighting? Y'all ever heard of that? You know what fear stands for, right? Anybody know what it stands for? False expectations appearing real. Y'all agree with that? When you're afraid of something, what do you want to do? I can tell you what I do when I'm afraid of something. I want to confront it. But when I stopped fighting what I was afraid of and realized I didn't have to fight anymore, my conflict died. And a new beginning began. So today is a new chapter. You understand? See, today could be what's called the first day of the rest of your life. Right? Anybody want to make it the first day of the rest of their lives? Huh? Go ahead, man. Raise your hand proud. Ain't nobody going to say nothing. You raise your hand, man. The only shame is not raising your hand. Y'all think these people around here care about you? They do. These teachers, these administrators, these counselors, they care. And yet y'all